بونجور.
لؤي كيف الطاقة؟
ماشي حال، انت كيفك؟
تمام، بومبا بومبا. لؤي، بس قلنا انت اي بروجرام كنت، ورح بلش ارجع احط انا البيتش تبعك.
اكيد. كنا نحن بالكلين انرجي بروجرام مع باليتك. We've joined the validation phase بس we didn't ما تأهلنا لتاني phase. So hopefully يعني نرجع نحن definitely الكافيين with Infrastic. We need to validate the value of the block. And yeah, that's mainly it. We're now working on research.
جريت. لؤي، نحن رح نعرض البيتش تبعولك هلا، وبعدين حنشوف شو كانوا هيك الليسنز تبعولك من وراء البيتش كلينكس.
of 300 blocks per example. Take this scenario, for example, a room of 4 by 4 made up of 300 blocks per wall and 1,200 blocks for the whole room. Costs you around $960 and weighs 26.4 tons for the whole room. And with ongoing construction struggles with heavy partitions, expensive green solutions, and additional foam insulation that is resulting in additional carbon footprint, at this team, we understand these struggles, and accordingly, we've created Infrastic. Hi, my name is Louay Ghezzawi, and Infrastic is a construction block that is made up of 60% recyclables that are often not recycled. These recyclables are recycled plastic, stone waste, and foam waste, all incorporated together to produce this Infrastic construction block that is a replacement of the conventional block. Infrastic is 50% less in weight, 60% cheaper, and insulates more due to the amount of recyclables that is found in the mix. With over 1 year in research, we've created 35 design testing cylinders, and we found the optimum mix, ranging from 61% waste to 77% waste, depends on the use. And we secured for that a patent in the last 2 months. Partnering up with our university, which is offering our fabrication lab facility and the civil environmental testing labs, and also being one of our early adopters, which we are going to build our first pilot project at its campus. With a huge market opportunity ranging from $10.1 trillion to $500 billion between the construction industry between Lebanon and Syria, puts Infrastic on the winning market because Infrastic is environmentally friendly, it is cheap, and has soundproof and insulating properties. With 3 target audiences in mind: the lead architect, the contractor, and the civil engineer. Our timeline started in 2019. Up until now, we've secured, as I said, 1 early adopter, and we are trying to secure 4 more to test our pilot projects and test different theories and assumptions and applications of Infrastic. But it doesn't stop here. The Infrastic eco-friendly mix can be applications, starting from the tiles you walk on, to the cladding you look at, up until the bench you rest upon. With tons of variations, Infrastic mix is able to do it all. After the competitions we've won, regionally and internationally, ranging from MIT, AUF, UNDP, ECOSOC, and after interviewing different stakeholders of the community and validating the proposals, one of our interviewees said, and I quote, "Infrastic is the new face of construction in the MENA region." Join us into a cleaner, greener, and a fantastic construction industry in Lebanon and construction. Thank you so much.
Good luck, Louay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. انت اول بيتش اليوم بيكون معنا. لؤي، اذا بتحب تخبرنا شيء قبل عن انفراستيك قبل ما اسالك عن البيتش.
So basically نحن Infrastic we are a group of 4 students and بلشنا. We are not experts, we are not entrepreneurs even yet. Our business background was even a tiny spot in the world of ecosystem of entrepreneurs, and we are really building on that. And we have a product, but we are trying to accentuate our skills more and more through entrepreneurship.
الله يقويكم لؤي، وهيدي كمان بتعطي امل للتلاميذ اللي بعدهم بالجامعات انه بلا فيكم تعملوا شيء، فيكم توصلوا لمطرح، وفيكم عندكم دعم. مثل ما شفت انه في كذا جهه ساعدوكم توصلتوا للي انتم موجودين فيه هون، واكيد بنشكرهم على دعمهم.
اكيد. يعني they offer the different resources that we wouldn't have got إذا نحن ما كنا بالجامعة or مع باريتك or even مع any other organizations.
اكيد ثانك يو لكلهم، خاصه باريتك يلي اغلبيه الانتربرينورز اليوم رح يكونوا من باريتك، لانه بين 1 سبتمبر و10 اكتوبر كان في 3 بروجرامز لباريتك، هلا رح يخبرونا عنهم كمان اشخاص من باريتك، وانا دربتهم على البيتشنج كلينكس. هون لؤي من البيتشنج كلينكس كان في 1 on 1 سيشنز انا وياك، خبرني شو تحول من بيتش كنت عامله قبل ما نتقابل انا وياك لبيتش من بعد ما تقابلنا انا وياك، وشو تعلمت من وراه؟
Okay, so basically, as I said, Infrastic came from a research background, so it's basically a research. So the presentation was quite coming from an academic perspective. So there's the technical part and the very non-interesting part. So the shift in presentation from the decoded or مثل interrupted or decomposed slides to a beautiful flowing storyline, يعني showing how Infrastic started and why it was started and what's the passion behind it. So basically, the passion is very important. So that's what created Infrastic at the end. The second thing I would point out is how we accentuate on the money slide, which is why Infrastic, which is the 50% less weight, 60% cheaper, and the more insulating, and we try to rebuttal it. So what's the market is struggling with? The construction struggles, which is the heavy partitions and the other sorts. The last thing that actually the third thing I took from the clinics, which had to present through Zoom. That was mainly, يعني it's very relatable هلا. So yeah, so the tips and tricks of how to position yourself from this side to this side, and even the body language was really tough at the beginning of how to understand and perform through Zoom. So yeah, that's one of the 3 things that I learned.
في شيء تip تعطينا اياها من اللي تعلمته pitching on Zoom؟
Okay, so the level of the monitor المفروض يكون at the eye level, so انت يكون كلك بالفريم ورك and انت تقدر شوي تبين ايدين والشولدرز. ماشي حالي مفروض.
Great. هيدا انا هلا باي ذا واي انا واقف level of the cam على عيني. Great. لؤي، انفراستك بدها تكمل صح؟ موقفنا هون.
اكيد.
كيف الاشخاص اللي عم يحضرونا هلا فيهم يدعموا انفراستك؟
So if you're an architect, if you were a contractor or a civil engineer or someone coming from a technical background in research, you can definitely benefit us إذا قدرنا نحن to interview you. عشان one of the things اللي نحن تعلمنا بباريتك هي the customer persona research, which is very 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 important for the upcoming startups اللي هن بلشين. عشان you start with something and you end with something else ليش based on the data or the something that you got from the customer personas. يعني يمكن انت فكر they have a struggle بس ان they have a different kind of struggle in a different kind of ecosystem. So هذا one of the things. So if you are one of these or you come from one of these backgrounds, you are definitely qualified, so we can interview you. And second, we somehow need someone to help us with the pricing point of how to price Infrastic. And there's different parameters involved, starting from transportation to getting the plastics, shreddings, and the machines. So these different parameters, I guess we need someone, as I said, we come from an architectural and civil background, not from a business background, and we are trying to build on that. So at this point, we're trying to link the parameters all together to price actually Infrastic.
لكن لؤي عم يطلب اشخاص بالكونستراكشن اندستري اللي رح يستعملوا انفراستيك يعمل معكم انترفيو بركي للفاليديشن للايدياز هاو تو امبروف هاو تو بيفت بركي. نمبر 2 بدك اشخاص يساعدوك بالبرايسنج. صح؟ بتذكر لؤي انه كان عندكم بروجكت باليونيفرسيتي صح؟
هو انفراستيك هو بلش as a university research project.
I mean عملتوا وول عندهم ولا بعد؟
We are now building the wall بس عشان من وراء قصة اللوك داون so the curve is يعني هيك شوي it's not linear ولا.
بس كثير منيح يعني الجامعة آمنت فيكم لدرجة انه تعملوا لهم هالوول عندهم، وهيدي رح تكون كمان نقطة لإلكم credibility إذا بنتذكر هذا الموضوع، مصداقية انه نحن مش بس باوربوينت برزنتيشن وافكار على ورق، نحن صار في عندنا حياة موجود بالجامعة، روحوا شوفوه. صح
definitely عشان الجامعة to be clear يعني Beirut Arab University specifically the Faculty of Architecture Design and Built Environment هن the number one supporters يعني هن بلشوا with us يعني the resources هن they offered the manpower and the human resources كلها they all compiled together عن جد to build on Infrastic from the very يعني لما بلش الفكرة بال 2016 in February to be exact which was just words يعني هلا we have an actual prototype we have a wall we are building so يعني they were the number one supporters definitely.
ثانك يو لؤي، انا بشكرك على طاقتك لانك امنت بفكره وكملت فيها وصارت مشروع، وان شاء الله كمان بنصير نشوفك عم تعمل تعهدات ويصير عندك شركه كمان. كلمه اخيره منك قبل ما اقول لك ميرسي و have a great day.
The only thing that I would point out is I know كلنا كثير بنقولها بس انه keep moving forward يعني قد ايه نحن we have كثير struggles بلبنان وقد ايه نحن كنا وقتها بنص الباريتك program we had a huge catastrophe صارت بلبنان but we moved forward نحن كملنا بالبروجكت كان كثير صعب بس we moved forward and that's the important thing انه نحن we don't stop at the point حتى يعني كان كثير بنقول انه if Infrastic doesn't work in such part, try to pivot, be open to suggestions. And I had one of the main things come in when you're building a startup is to be open to other people's point of views and perspectives. And
great. Have a bombastic day.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Have a nice marathon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.